Hi YouTube. Today got a couple of choppers to test out. This first one is in order. Pretty sweet little blade on this one. Also a couple of new things on there. This one's got fullers. First time doing fullers. And it's also got a sharpened top edge on it. I ended up having to change my heat treat on this one. Also had to modify my forge to be able to heat treat this and another one. But this one got a interrupted quench instead of an edge quench because I needed to harden this top edge, part of the edge here. This is mostly just a video to let the guy know that yes, I'm still making this knife and it's almost finished. Just be patient a little bit longer. But I've got this one and a couple other ones. I decided just to do a little bit of chopping since it's been a while since I did a chopping video. Let's see, right here in the cutting edge on this one, we've got 230 thousandths thick at the spine, 70 thousandths thick a quarter inch back from the edge, and 55 thousandths thick at the shoulder of the edge. You probably won't be able to see it from this far away, and with this long 2x6 here I'm not going to be able to get closer, but this actually measures about 35 thousandths thick where the normal shoulder of the edge would be, but he wanted 35 thousandths thick at the shoulder, and I've already been out here cutting with it a little bit, and at that thickness with a straight edge I didn't particularly like the way that it cut, so what I did was I blended the edge back into the bevels a little bit. And it's also got a convex edge on it right now, so trying a couple of different things to play around with keeping that thickness and then wanting the thickness that he specified, and then trying to make it cut the way I'd like to cut it, cut. Anyway, so that's the numbers on this blade. We're going to do a little bit different cutting test. You know, most of the time you just sit here and you chop wood, and then you move it down and you chop wood, and then you move it down and you chop wood some more, and it gets really boring. So this time we're going to do a little bit more, we're just going to play around. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half here, and then the ends are going to fall, and then I'll cut a chunk off of one side of the one of the ends, and just play around a little bit. Anyway, so this is a 2x6. It's really old. It's been here in my yard for several years, and it wasn't clean lumber when I got it, so we're not going to worry too much about edge retention because it's got so much dirt and sand and stuff embedded in the outside that'll dull up the edge anyway. So this is just mostly a test of geometry, the handle, the weight balance, you know, the rest of that. Plus, it's been a while since I did a chopping video. On a big staple there. Let's hope I don't hit it. Ah. Oh, that's a knot. It looked like I had cut the staple. Okay, now the wood isn't as supported as nice, so it'll tend to move around an awful lot during the cuts. And we'll see how well that works out. 2 1-bys. This one's like a 2-by-1/2. We did cut through a couple of staples there. And nothing. Guy said he wanted to be able to whittle with this, so we've got a place here for a very forward grip where the front of the scales is rounded off. Now it's still a little bit square because I haven't finished out the handle yet. Oh, that test is always exciting with a 2x6. That one's got a nail. Here's a piece. And of course, let's see, he wanted the thicker grind at the back for some battening. I think that's going to make a good hammer. I think that's about all I've got around here, but anyways, so that's an exciting one. The next one is a couple of smaller choppers.